podcast from your favorite veteran with PTSD from military sexual trauma. Another day in Los Angeles. I just debriefed my fucking sister on the military situation that is fucking happening here. And I'm going to give YouTube the uncensored version because why not? I think we all have to discuss this at this point. So I go for breakfast in the hotel that I'm staying. And first of all, they give me expired food to eat. So there's already undercurrent of we hate Americans, but we will not stop taking American dollars. That I think Americans need to be aware of when you go to war with other nations. It's subtle, but it's actually quite dangerous. So ask questions. If it tastes off, it is off. Secondly, I had a bit of a situation where the front desk manager has a situation. I can't even say it. I'm trying to fucking say it, and it all gets jumbled up because I have PTSD and I am so stressed from yesterday. So stressed from yesterday that it's hard to process anything. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get through this. So in this hotel that I'm staying, they have a free continental breakfast, includes waffles, but the waffle station is only under the supervision of hotel staff, which is good, not good at the same exact time because you don't know where they go, you don't know what they do. They don't exactly put on deli gloves and then, serve food. They're trying to work a front desk at the same exact time. But the reason why I am bringing this up is that he turns on the waffle iron, sprays it, and instead of standing there waiting for it to heat up, he tells me it takes a while to heat up. And then he gets in his car and takes off somewhere. Moral of the story, I mean, he did come back and he served me a waffle. But if you ever hear that, oh, it takes a while to heat up, drop what you're doing and make your peace. Make your peace with your God or gods, because that is a situation where you don't know if there's a timer, you don't know if the blast radius is something you can even run from. The driver may or may not even think about getting away. You don't know the end game of that kind of scenario, but this is the world we live in right now where our country picked a fight with another country, another faith, another anything else. And these people live here too. Now, the person who I'm referring to, who was the front desk manager, white is all white. White is all white. But even so, just because they look white doesn't mean they actually are. They could be Turkish, they could be Persian, and just pass for white. So, my fellow veterans, if you're in my kind of situation of you're looking for your perfect home in a place that doesn't suck, so you're trying to get as close as possible, get all your ducks in a row, get your paperwork done, whatever you need to get done to get out of the bad parts of America, you have to stay woke. You have to stay woke, which is why I have my new song out, Awaken Dawn Has Come, because I think this is what it meant when the military changed their campaign slogan from Operation Enduring Freedom to Operation Breaking Dawn, or whatever the fuck they want to call it now, Operation New Dawn. This is what they meant. We are at war with another nation. We always thought of that as, okay, well, the army, the navy, the marines, they'll do stuff over there, and we can just go back to Fortnite. We can go back to whatever it is that we do every day. But that's not what is happening right now. There's a war going on over there, but here you have to start looking at everybody: white, black, Chinese, Korean. I don't fucking care. You have to look at everyone now and say, our nation is filled with people who hate us. I hate America, but I'm trying to make America better. You know, there are some people who hate America and they want to do it harm, and that I do not agree with, because you fucking live here. It's a little myopic. You could say you hate the nation, but if you hate the nation, want to destroy the nation, then why are you even here when you can just leave and enjoy something else? The price to leave the nation is surprisingly cheap. You leave the fucking creature comforts that make you tolerate the bullshit that America puts you through, but it's cheap to leave here. I don't know where you would go. I don't know where I would go, but cheap to leave. But that kind of situation of, it takes a while to heat up, and he goes to his car, make your peace with your God if you hear a statement like that, because I had to stay there and say, if it goes off, it goes off. Whatever the thing is. The moment the words left his fucking mouth, it's not duck and cover, it's already too late. Operation New Dawn, whatever the fuck it is a wake up call. Awaken Dawn has come. Awaken, because we live in a country where anyone can turn on you: white, black, Asian, anyone. Anyone can turn on America and do it harm. You're not safe anywhere. Veterans have deluded themselves into thinking, oh, the VA loan, oh, I'll get a house, I'll get a house. I served this many years, I'm this disabled, I'll get a house, I'll get a house. America is selling you on property that is no longer viable, no longer viable whatsoever. I complain about these shitty fucking hotels, but I thank the gods and the goddesses that if shit goes down in any way, I can leave. I'm not married to a fucking 30-year debt. filled with memories and spaces of a place that is just poorly defended. Some veterans figured out where to go and what to do. I encourage those veterans to continue doing what they do, make your way to safety, because right now, these states that we have, they have a lot of fucking surveillance and eyeballs and everything, but sometimes they just let stuff happen. That's the country you live in. You have NSA, you have CIA, you have FBI, you have Homeland, you have local enforcement, you have everyone. Everyone is listening and watching, and still things happen. Things like Orlando, things like Boston, things like 9/11. America lets these things happen. Never think for a second that you're safe. Never. You can never sleep here. You can never rest here. If you're military, it's the coins over your eyes are fucking taken away. And you see the truth. Painfully aware of the truth of the world. Movies, movies. I hate cinema because it tells you a story that teaches you a lesson. If you got the lesson, you stop watching. If you don't get the lesson, you keep watching. It just makes me sad. There was a time when I'd give anything to watch the latest series or the latest season of my favorite show. Oh, I'd come back for the next season, the next season. But then the truth is, if you wait for another season of a show, they've stolen 4 seasons of your life. Do you get that now? At the end of 12 episodes, 23 episodes, 24 episodes, the credits roll and your life goes on pause. Game of Thrones is one of the ones that I think about because that was the fucking test. That was the fucking test of how deep is your slavery? How deep is your thraldom that you would make people wait a year and a half, 2 years, whatever it takes, just to get back on the couch every Sunday? A year goes by and people say, I'm waiting for the next. I'm waiting for the next. They're not living their lives. They might move on to another show, but then you're just setting a clock for a different show now because that show goes off the air, and then you just keep chasing that over and over and over and over again. My father was very, very different growing up because he was an immigrant. So every 4th of July, we would watch Independence Day. Sure, we watched it for Will Smith and his fantastic acting. Same to Harry Connick Jr. But we never talked about it. But there was an undercurrent of, you see that green thing that comes out the alien spaceship that everyone just stares at? It's sparkly, it's beautiful, it's gathering energy, clearly. Gathering energy right before the explosion. We didn't have to say it. We were a family. We just understood. We just understood. That green light, blue light that we surround our lives with, cell phones. And I love video games and I will fight to keep the one thing I still love and porn. Okay, the two things that I love, I'm trying so hard to hold on to, but I can't hold on to it. I I live in a world where people ask to make you a waffle and then take off in their car in America. Now, that is just wild and wacky. And it was a very good waffle. But I'm also thinking, yeah, but there's a scenario where he got off into his car and an explosion goes off. This is the world we live in. We don't live in a world where you can just sit and watch television. You can sit in a movie theater anymore. I mean, we talk about, oh, the guy who, put on the Joker makeup and, you know, caused mischief and mayhem in a movie theater, that's just mental illness. It's yes and no. Those people have help. Those people are more connected and shielded and protected by the government than any fucking politician to get away with something like that in this modern day. So I don't know. I have to make my decision on, am I going to Europe or am I going to find and settle in a place that doesn't suck? That really put a fucking damper on my fucking breakfast. But I said, this is a teaching moment for myself, a teaching moment for veterans who want to travel, who want to just go about their lives. There's a lot of trust that goes on, especially when you pay money for things. You have a financial contract between the two of you to maybe keep each other alive. But that doesn't stop crazy. That doesn't stop fanatical. And we're in a world where that's a thing here. So stay safe, my fellow veterans. I hope this story inspires you to take control of your life. Take control of your life. Don't be the idiot fucking stripper staring at a green sparkly light that comes from people who are so cold that they would make a movie about a plague and hire actors and everything before a plague happens, who would make a movie about someone just snapping their fingers and 50% of the population is gone. And then a plague wipes out a good chunk of the population. Not that many, but a lot. But then this keeps happening and people keep watching. They keep sitting down, turning off their brains as these highly intelligent, beautiful people tell them the future, the future, and they can't even see it. If it wasn't for actors and cinema, I probably wouldn't be as clever as I am today or as happy and well adjusted as I am today. But I learned the lesson. So I guess I can't be a fan of anything anymore. Not with my PTSD and not with the knowledge that if we don't care about our community, if we don't care about each other's happiness, sometimes in spite of having our own happiness, then there's a void that comes out of us that will swallow us whole. Mm. My name is Ian Leona. I'm an environmentalist, a human rights activist, a patriotic American that criticizes America, challenges America, and defends America. I'm a mutant. I'm a werewolf. Oh, I'm a veteran with PTSD from military sexual trauma, and it isn't getting any easier. And I can't live my life hiding from people, and I can't live my life losing the ability to speak up for myself in situations. I can't hide out when my country is in pain. I complained yesterday about how Americans are fucking needy little vampires, but they're also really sensitive fucking creatures who, if you don't say good morning to them, they'll attack you. They'll hold resentments, come up with plans, and all that kind of bullshit. It's very uncomfortable, this new normal of you speak to fucking strangers, but especially if they're junkies, speak to your local junkie. Oh joy. Oh joy. But we're getting to a point where if shit goes down, who's left? Who's left? If you're injured, you're crushed, fucking bomb goes off in the fucking building. Who knows you're there? Who even cares? Who's gonna fucking lift a heavy piece of rubble to pull you out if they don't even know your name? I'm gonna be here for fucking forever, but the days of privacy and in private gated manners are fucking over. With war looming over our heads all the time now, we're all poor. No amount of money is going to save you from the machinations of our own government. So if you're going to be miserable in public. I hope to see you on the next podcast. Please enjoy my new song, Awaken, Dawn Has Come, everywhere Monday.